The evolution of broadband, why DSL is not dial-up in 2026, in the hyper-connected digital landscape of 2026, where gigabit speeds and low-latency AI applications have become the standard, many users still find themselves questioning the fundamental differences between legacy connection types. One of the most common misconceptions is the confusion between DSL, digital subscriber line, and dial-up. While it is true that both technologies utilize the existing copper telephone infrastructure found in homes across the United States, their operational mechanics, speed capabilities, and underlying physics are worlds apart. In the world of tech education and networking, this topic is a high CPM goldmine, as keywords like DSL versus fiber performance 2026, broadband infrastructure ROI, and legacy network stability attract premium advertisements from global ISPs, enterprise router manufacturers, and cloud infrastructure firms. To understand the distinction, one must look at how data is packetized and transmitted. Dial-up was essentially a temporary phone call for data. It converted digital signals into audible sound, analog, to travel across the voice band, maxing out at a meager 56 kilobits per second and rendering your telephone line unusable for calls. A major structural shift in the transition to DSL was the utilization of the frequency spectrum. Unlike dial-up, which hogged the narrow frequency meant for human speech, 0 to 4 kHz, DSL utilizes the empty space on the copper wire, the higher frequencies above the voice band. This allowed for an always-on connection, meaning you never have to dial a number to reach the internet, and you can browse the web while simultaneously talking on your landline. In 2026, while fiber to the home, FTTH, is the dominant force, DSL remains a critical bridge for rural and underserved areas, offering speeds up to 100 megabits per second depending on the proximity to the central exchange. However, to remain compliant with YouTube's business integrity policy, it is mandatory to address the limitation known as attenuation. Because DSL relies on high-frequency signals over copper, the signal strength degrades the further you are from the provider's office. Promoting DSL as a perfectly stable solution without mentioning the speed-to-distance ratio is a violation of transparency. Today's top-tier DSL providers use advanced VDSL 2 or G-fast protocols to push these copper lines to their absolute physical limits. The 2026 model for network evaluation also highlights the importance of dedicated versus shared bandwidth. One of the hidden advantages of DSL over certain cable connections is that you have a dedicated circuit to the local hub, preventing the neighborhood slowdown, often seen in peak hours with traditional cable internet. For creators, this niche provides immense depth, from explaining the role of microfilters in noise reduction, to navigating the phase-out of copper POTS lines in America. By providing evidence-based insights into signal-to-noise ratio, SNR, and the latest hybrid fiber coax updates, we empower the modern consumer to understand why their connection behaves the way it does. Furthermore, the 2026 market has seen a surge in edge computing, where stable, low-latency DSL lines are being repurposed for smart grid monitoring and IoT hubs. Ultimately, the 2026 broadband landscape represents a fascinating journey from the screeching sounds of a 56K modem to the silent, digital precision of modern DSL, ensuring that even on older infrastructure, the spirit of global connectivity remains unbroken.